this lovely Tuesday as usual. Gorgeous day here in New York. Nice sunny skies. We just finished our class. We did our phase 3, lesson 1 and 2 yesterday. If you did miss it, absolutely, you have to go check it out. We were, you know how I always say we have one good day, one bad day, and 2 flat days. We had 2 really good days. I think there's some lot of good lessons learned on it. We made money on both those mornings. Really, now I hope we have some bad days, because the big thing is teaching people not how to make money, how to lose it. But we had some really good examples. We'll talk a little about them. Some a little fast, some move pretty well, like the RDBX, BTTX. We'll talk about, but definitely go back and check it. And once again, if you want to know how to get into those classes, you want to have access to it, talk to our education advisors. We'll show you how to get access to those classes, because remember, you have to learn before you could earn. Grant says it was a good class. Well, listen, Grant, you've been there for, I can't even count how many times you've been in class. So you know better than me that it's always a new adventure, like I always say. All right. So regarding about a couple of stocks that are moving this morning, I don't have it posted here in the YouTube channel, but let me just post that in there. That's basically what we've been trading this morning. That was on the morning watch list. So if you did come a little bit late, you want to talk some of the stocks that we traded, that obviously was one of the movers that were basically going on in the watch list. Talk a little bit about those stocks. But obviously, I want to go back and talk about what happened yesterday, like we always do, and then we'll get right to the watch list. So anyway, you got this one stock moving pretty nicely, this SNOA. We got some really, really decent iceberg orders on this stock too, because that's one of the biggest things that we teach is how to follow the money. And we'll check that one out. But I want to talk about yesterday, what happened. The RDBX was just an animal yesterday. Let me just bring this chart up here so you can see what happened. So this stock not only was a good day trade, but it turned out to be a phenomenal swing trade. You could see how the stock literally started this morning. And once the market opened up at 9:30, you had this really big slingshot, and it ran from 670 all the way up to about 970 in less than, 45 minutes. I mean, even if you got out at 10, it was at 850. Really nice, inexpensive stock. Only issue it became is that for some of you being here for so long, when we were trading into the beginning, back here, let me bring the long-term chart. When we were looking at back over here, back in April around the 26th, 27th, it really wasn't that volatile. It was like in a category 2-ish, 3-ish. Then this damn thing got to a 5. So this thing had dollar swings on it on those candles. So we had a little fun yesterday in class. I traded a very small lot of it. I showed everyone how volatile these stocks can get and why you got to be really, really careful on when you jump in on certain stocks like this. Another one, BTTX. Let me bring up that one. That was just an unbelievable afternoon runner. This was awesome. Look what happened around 2:30. $1.20, boom. $1.40. Now we're at 3 o'clock. Then we all know we got the nasty shakes for the last 30 minutes. This stock was turning heads and even going all the way into after hours. Ran from $1.40. And by the way, this is in 30 minutes. All the way up to about $2 a share. You do the math, 1,000 shares, $1.30 stock, $1.40 stock. You pull yourself 60 cents. You made about 600. That's a $100,000 salary right there. If you got only half that, you know what? You still did pretty damn well. So that was a really nice, inexpensive stock. What was weird about the stock, we did find it the day before. I mean, in the morning hours and pre-market, but it really didn't pick up until after right around the afternoon. So we always say, if you're watching this video and you're not watching us live right now, and you're probably watching one of the recordings, because some of you are not early birds and maybe you come in at 2:30. This basically, we're on live every morning, 9 a.m. and at 2:30 on YouTube and Facebook. But for cyber traders that are in the trading room, listen, this is what we traded, and a lot of guys did really well with this stock. And listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's another one today, and if you missed the ones today, there'll be a one-on-one tomorrow. This is not like the greatest day ever, all right? There are always new adventures at Cyber Trading University, and that's why we're here to trade these stocks. Now, what's moving this morning? I want to hop over here on the big percentage gainers. Now, for some of you who don't know this, today is a very big day in the stock market, okay? The Fed is going to meet. They're already projecting a 0.5 point. okay, in the Fed rate. Market obviously is already starting to calculate that in. The Dow is only up about 40 points. It actually was down this morning in pre-market. It looks like it came back yesterday. But you could see what's happening. Listen, party's over, guys. Party's over. Free money forever. We had it for a long time. You know what? I personally think they were a year late, with COVID and all this money with inflation. But you know what it is, what it is. So all those line of credits that you had, you know what? They're going up. All those bank loans that you had are going up. People want new mortgages. You're not getting these mortgages at 2.5%, 3%. Now they're already at 5%. They're probably going to be at 6%. You know what? Back in the 70s, I know we have some fellow traders in here. You know what it was back then with the Reagan days. They were 13%. So listen, they got to do something to lower inflation, slow it down. But some of these stocks are going to get hurt. I think specifically the high-tech stocks, because they really focus a lot on getting free money. Well, money ain't free anymore. So we'll see how that kind of works out. I'm just curious what the credit card's company is going to start doing. They're the ones that really were cashing out on it. They charge you 17, 20%. Meanwhile, they're only paying, 2% on the money. So we'll see how that works out. But the Fed rate today, and also today at 4 o'clock, we have open house. So please tell your friends to come and join us. All right, now let's go back to some of the stocks that are moving. I want to hop over here on the SOUN. Now there's you could see how the stock is a new IPO. It just came public. It's $6. Stock has been on a really big tear. We watched this stock yesterday. It's a very fast stock. So if you're not one of the advanced traders, the six-figure traders in here, stay away from it. I know it looks nice. You want to have fun. You want to learn quickly. Trade, a tenth of a share of the stock that you usually trade, and you'll see how that works out for you. And remember, we don't work on money. We work on a point system, and you'll see how those points work out. So anyway, but if you are an advanced trader, the stock is right up your alley. Definitely keep an eye on it. All right, a couple other stocks I want to keep an eye on. We also let me just show you the watch list over here on the level 4. So you got an iceberg order out here. He's been out there for a while. You got about 23,000 share seller. You can see from 9:15, it's really having a tough time getting close to even get close to that. But that's really. Wait, am I looking at the? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stock. This is the one I'm looking at. Here he is. So here's that seller right there. It looks like he got executed, and then you could see that this seller just kind of gave up some of his orders right there. So it definitely looks pretty damn strong. Any big iceberg orders out there? This guy pulled his order. He's been out there he's been out there all morning. He just pulled his order. So it looks like a lot of people are starting to pull their orders. That's a very, very positive sign. All right. So let's go hop on this other one I was talking about. It's funny. I got confused because, they have three of the 4 letters are the same in that stock. So anyway, let me bring up this other one that's moving. SNOA, very cheap stock, nice moving, great pre-market. You got that iceberg order right there for 23,000 shares. If that guy gets done, you probably have a few people going to come up here a little bit later. But, once again, it's all about following the money. You can see why it's not really making that big of a push since 8 o'clock this morning. It's kind of holding there. So that one's not terrible. We'll keep an eye on that one right there, too. That one looks pretty good on the watch list. A couple of the stocks out there. The stock's up 38%, but it's not tradable. I sold this stock to FTRP. Intraday trading looks terrible. I mean, even though it's up 27%, nothing great. This one had a really nice push out also, bringing back from yesterday. The stock gapped up a little bit. It's starting to be, it was a level 2. Now with the volatility up 18%, could jump up to a 3. I like the volume on HCDI. You got 2.7 million shares traded, which is pretty damn good for a morning mover. This stock is a little too expensive. Going to probably pass on that. Reason why sometimes around 9 o'clock you do get some new orders that will show up. A couple of stocks are getting crushed. This got to be a pharmaceutical stock. This thing is getting hammered. Oh my God. Imagine waking up in the morning at 5 and now you're down to $1.40. You should have learned that. This is why you got to learn how to day trade. Yep, definitely it's a pharmaceutical stock. And we all know, ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders, they don't come back. Pharmaceuticals don't come back. So you wanted to wait, and you wake up the next morning. You could have got a couple of days ago at 6 because you don't want to get out at 8. Now you're waking up at 1:40. What do? You know what? maybe an average down. I don't know. You know, people might average down. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a pop right there. We'll see how that works out. This stock Boyle has just been on fire. This is a stock that we were trading on a swing trade. I'm still kicking myself in the ass that I didn't hold on to it. Every time I see that Boyle, I'm boiling inside. I'm like, oh man, I sold that too damn cheap. Like I said, the only bad thing about being a day trader, because we do swing trade, is you know, you're just a little too conservative. You know, you're not as aggressive as you want to. Another stock that's getting crushed right here is Ching. We traded this stock in the past. This stock back here was like 60, went all the way down here to 30. Never came back. My God, now things down to 15. Is there any new lows around here? Any support levels? Oh, we got support levels. Got to go all the way back to 2017, but we got support levels. The stock looks pretty good. Well, it looks like we're going to have a couple of big losers to kind of maybe get a couple of dead cat bounces on it. So that looks pretty decent. Anything I'm missing, fellow traders? I think I pretty much, I think that does it. So we got about 5 stocks, you know, to trade this morning. We got 5 of them. We all know when the market opens up, we always get new ones. Just be very careful. The slingshots in the morning, the first 5 minutes. For some of you logged in late or just joining us now, don't forget today is Fed Day. So we're going to see if they're predicting they're going to do a half point. Fed always doesn't like to have surprises. So we'll see how that affects the market. Some of these stocks are going to get hurt pretty bad on it. Today at 4 o'clock, I got open house. If some of you are new here and you want to learn how to trade on level 3 and level 4, how to shadow the money and stop losing money and seeing where the big money is, I'll show you that this afternoon. We're here live every Tuesday at 4 to do that. Or we'll see you back here at 2:30. All right, everyone. So let's get back and get ready. Go hit your restrooms, go fill up your coffees, and let's get ready for the market opened up. See you soon, everyone.